They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Back to throw, it's Beck. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He's looking to throw it. Going up top. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. The Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Lovett. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. After the short completion, it's now 2nd down. The aerial assault continues. He's got the back in the middle. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Georgia comes quickly to the line. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for the score. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Dropping back, it's Beck. Makes the grab over the middle. He gets the 2-point conversion, and we have ourselves a 13-point game. Still just a 2-possession game. A lot of time to go as they try for the onside kick here. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Here comes that Alabama offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
To the air on 1st down. He'll pull it down. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and
reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Fielded in the end zone, it's Etienne. Just trucks through it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some...
Lets it fly. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To throw, it's back. Pocket starts to collapse. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Going for the big play. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
He's got the 2-point conversion, and now they cut that lead to 12. A little surprised to see them line up for an onside kick here. Down 2 possessions, but a lot of time to play. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling like that.
He'll keep it himself. At the 35, he's got room. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Steps away. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll immediately call timeout. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Oh, they block it!
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Number 14 on the field goal.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. Hold on just a second, a flag down. Let's see what's up with that.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Alabama 31, Georgia 16.
Still a lot of time to go here in the third quarter, but they want the ball back right now with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
They're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. That incompletion leads to second down and 10. On the move, it's Haynes. Pick up of 5, it'll be third down and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Ball at the 38, the defense will try to get a stop on third and short. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Snap from the gun on third down. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Takes it the other way. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
He's going to run it. At the 40, there he goes. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They'll try to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia. Well, 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 somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Got him downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson. He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. The quick out. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask him to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
Got it in the middle, it's Bernard. Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect him to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Alabama 38, Georgia 22.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Snapped it in the shotgun. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Bama! And the stomping has commenced. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Just about set to kick it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. I think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand.